Can the Steelers pull out a win against Chicago in Chicago for the first time since 1995? Well, every time the Steelers play in Chicago against the Bears, they have not come up with a W. It's always been a loss. So, and another question is, who are we starting at quarterback for the Steelers? Could it be Mason Rudolph, who got the offense going when Aaron Rodgers went down with an injury against the Bengals last week? Or could it be Aaron Rodgers, who owns the Bears in his career, who has a better record against the Bears in his career? Because throughout his career playing against the NFC North during his time with the Packers. So we're going to see in Sunday, or this Sunday coming up against Chicago. So, hi everybody, join Steel 88 with another video. I'm going to talk about the Steelers versus Bears Week 12 game preview. So let's jump right into it. Let's talk about the Bears. Well, the Bears on offense starts with Caleb Williams, their first round pick from last year, I believe. I mean, Caleb Williams, he can move well for a quarterback. I'm not going to say he's Lamar Jackson, but he can manage the game pretty well. Look, and using it to avoid sacks and using mobility to his to his to his to his to his best or whatever. So, because he can use his mobility to avoid pass rushes, avoid edge rushes, and all that. So, yeah, because Caleb Williams could be a pretty good quarterback because he can be up and down at times, being a quarterback for the Chicago Bears. And they got running back DeAndre Swift, who is underrated in this league, though. Pretty good running back. And their wide receivers are pretty good too, but underrated. Guys like DJ Moore and Romeo Duze, if I say his name right. And on defense, they got a pretty good corner in Jalen Johnson. I heard he's missed a couple of games though, but he should be back in this game. What I heard a couple of hours ago. And they got Monte Sweat on the edge, and he got opposite is Kyle Gordon, and cornerback who was pairing up with Jalen Johnson, and they had a pretty good safety in Jaquan Brisker. So, and T.J. Edwards and Tremaine Edmonds, they patrol the middle of the linebacking core or something like that. So, yeah, and Kevin Byard III, he's an underrated free safety in the league, and Cole Kmet is an underrated tight end, and Gary Jarrett, pretty good defensive tackle. So, yeah, I mean, all-star with Caleb Johnson on offense and on defense starts with Jalen Johnson, in my opinion. So, yeah, I'm talking about the rings for the Bears on offense. On offense, total yards, they're fourth in total yards, passing 13th, rushing second. On defense, they're ranked 27th in total yards, passing 23rd, rushing 25th, and points 26th. So that's telling me that the Bears, they got a pretty good offense, but their defense could be suspect at times. I know James Johnson could change that coming back from injury, from what I heard. So, I mean, like I said, the Bears got a pretty good offense, but the defense at times is suspect. So, yeah. And let's talk about the keys of the game. The key to the game is for the defense. They need to make Caleb Johnson uncomfortable in the pocket, and need to lock down DeAndre Swift to stop the run. We gotta stop their run. We don't want DeAndre Swift to get going, or else the defense is gonna be in trouble. So it's important that we stop the run, and we gotta slow down their wide receivers, DJ Moore and Romeo Duze. Slow down their wide receivers as possible, just like y'all did with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins at times. But more importantly, we gotta shut down DeAndre Swift or slow him down to be the least. Now, offense, we gotta do our best to avoid Jalen Johnson and Kyle Gordon, the corners though, and their free safety the strong safety, excuse me, Jaquan Brister, because I heard the defense could create turnovers too. I heard they're tops in the league in creating turnovers. So yeah, so yeah, man, because the Bears they're like 7-4 this season. If correct me if I'm wrong, and they're like I think no, they're no 7-3, excuse me, and they're tops in the NFC North. So yeah, so I think the Steelers. I hope. I think that I got. I'm figuring that the Steelers they're due to win up in Chicago because, like I was saying, they have not won in Chicago in 31 years. Because it's been a while since we won in Chicago. Because every time we go to Chicago, we don't perform well in Chicago. So yeah, do I think Eric Rodgers can change that even when he becomes a starting quarterback this Sunday? That could happen. So yeah. So do I think it's a must win for the Steelers? I think it is to stay on top of the AFC North division. Because like I was saying, the Baltimore Rams are on our ass right now. So yeah, because Baltimore they're not losing to the Jets. So yeah. So let me know what you think down in the comment section down below about this game preview between the Steelers and the Bears. Because I got a feeling we are due to win in Chicago for the first time since 1995. Because that place had not been kind to the Steelers. With Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback, that could change all that. Because Aaron Rodgers knows the Bears pretty well during his days with Green Bay. So we gotta make Caleb Lewis uncomfortable in the pocket as much as possible, and watch his legs, man, because he can use his legs to his ability. So yeah, we do all those things. We can come out on top against Chicago in their own stadium. So yeah, man. So the defense got to step it up against Caleb Williams, and the offense we got to step it up. I'm hope to God they can activate Marquez Valdez-Scantling and Asante Samuel Jr. off the practice squad. Although James Pierre has been playing pretty well, I do not want to see Darius Slate on that field. I don't want to see him at all because he is terrible. I don't know why Mike Tomlin want to put him back in the starting lineup though. Although he's free from concussion protocol, but you excuse me, we gotta keep Darius Slay on the sidelines because he should not be in there. He is terrible. I know you need a veteran presence, but Darius Slay sucks. He's terrible. So yeah. So with that being said, this is Jordan Steele 88. See you guys in my next video, and as always, here we go, Steelers. Here we go.